Gayelle, MYLocal all the way. MYLocal business. MYLocal community. MYLocal culture.
My country.
Gayelle, MYLocal all the way.
From dawn to dusk, he provides thirst-quenching pleasure for many. Coconut vendor Mr. Sonny Ramkisoon is better known to his faithful customers as Tony, but his is a high-risk job. Thirsty customers converging around his truck is nothing new to Mr. Ramkisoon, particularly at carnival time. However, with the crowds come increased threats to his safety.
We start 5:30 in the morning till about 10, 11. There's more and more people heading at you. You know, it has been a kind of dangerous time, and then again it's been a good time.
The dangerous times he knows all too well. At carnival time, he sometimes works until 3 in the morning. It is at this time the savannah becomes a breeding ground.
You have guys that who just be behind them trees that we have here. You know, there's some big trees behind you. I didn't know all about there, but as you have to keep your eyes open.
He says on one occasion some men attempted to rob him, but the police intervened in the nick of time. However, he says this will never deter him because he loves what he does.
This is where I make my living, so I can't run from here and go somewhere, so it's the same thing going to happen. So it don't really make a difference. You know, no matter where you go, you have to expect all these things.
Now, there is an art to cutting a coconut, or in this case, slicing.
No, you have to have your hand firm, right? Once your hand firm and you know that your hand sit on the coconut, what is like driving a car? If you know there's 2 cars in the both sides and you know that you can fit in there, it's just an average cutter now. It's just the matter as is mind over matter. You know, so you make a drive and you drive straight through.
Of course, your blade must be extremely sharp.
I use my file to sharpen it. It takes me less than 5 minutes.
Mr. Ramkisoon says there are many different grades of coconuts.
We have the green Chinese up there. We have the yellow Chinese. We have the salmon Chinese. Right? Then we have a local brown nut. Right? Then we have a Brazilian coconut. We go by people's homes and pick the coconut. We don't really go estate like Mayaro and, you know, Cedrus and these places. We don't reach there. The strongest breed of coconut we have is a local coconut, which they call a Creole coconut. You know, so it's a very strong breed of coconut. It's our classy Chinese in any ways. Sorry. Chinese tastes better, you know. Chinese. It's always sweeter, you know, but with a local coconut, the breed is stronger.
How can you tell a water-nut from a soft jelly before cracking it? There is a technique.
For all these years I'm doing this for the last 25 years, almost 30 years now I'm doing this, right? And I could watch it and I could tell it. I could song it also and know it. You have a song, it's like a bass drum, you knock a drum, you get different tunes, but that's how we know it. The water nut, you get a light tune, heavier it is, heavier jelly you get.
He says there is nothing better to flush impurities from your body than coconut water.
Good for your health, for your system, cleaning it out, more like your kidneys, heart, you know. You gotta flush out, inside flush out, it'll come like a cooling, you know, it's very good for you.
And the jelly?
Good for you, like if you're kind of skinny, you know, you're trying to get a little fat, you try some of that, get a little size. It's a healthy way of getting fat.
MYLocal all the way. MYLocal business. MYLocal community. MYLocal culture.
My country.
Gayelle, MYLocal all the way.